Welcome back to the light side of the internet. Am I ugly? Are you ugly? What even is ugly? What? Social media has been the bane of almost every single person's self-confidence ever since that one guy decided to add filters to Snapchat. Alright guys, we need a way to boost engagement on our app. Who's got ideas? Alright, now hear me out. But I don't think there's ever been an app that's more harmful to people's perceived insecurities than TikTok. You know, that app that used to just be for people dancing, but now is flooded with people posting their faces, asking complete and total strangers whether they have harmonious features. And people are still dancing, I guess. Okay, but like, actually, you're smiling too much, and that's gonna cause smile lines. See, right here, it's gonna cause smile lines. Nobody likes it. Shut the fuck up. It seems like every day there's a new beauty trend that's circulating on TikTok, with some being so toxic that one of them was completely banned from the platform and replaced with a warning and an eating disorder hotline, which if you do need is 866-662-1235. So first off, good on TikTok for stopping that trend. I would actually be impressed with the clock app if it wasn't for the fact that when I search the term beauty standard, TikTok's new search highlight function tells me that I have to be 1, thin yet muscular but not too muscular, 2, white. I know this result was just a recap of the first thing that came up in search, which is a satire clip. Kind of like how Google's AI tells you that eating boogers is actually good for your immune system. But someone at TikTok should really fix that. I'm just saying, I did not see that coming.
What is iPhone face? This is a term people are using to describe people's faces that look like they would only exist in the generation of iPhones. The thing that makes women especially look different from generation to generation is hair and makeup. You know how sometimes you're watching like a TV show and it's supposed to be like historic and there's that one person that has lip injections and fillers in their face and it just doesn't look right? That is an iPhone face. If you have a face that looks like it could fit into any time period or generation, it doesn't have to fit into all of them. But if it looks like it could fit into most of them, you do not have an iPhone face.
I prefer an Android face because you could do so much more with it. The fallacy with iPhone faces is that there are people with so-called iPhone faces that lived 200 to 300 to 400 years ago. It's not like we invented iPhones and people started looking different. It's a made-up label and just another way to make people feel like shit. The iPhone face only exists because the modern-day beauty standard has been changed to a Kylie Jenner-esque face, which apparently not even Kylie Jenner can attain. But despite this, people all over TikTok are now posting their faces, asking complete strangers whether or not they have a smartphone face. And by the way, I'm in no way, shape, or form criticizing the creators of these TikToks, because I'm sure most of them think,
I think all of these stupid little terms and all of these little labels and all these little things are stupid.
I'm just wondering if people back then had their own version of iPhone face. Does my countenance resemble that of a printing press? Emily, is that dye upon thy visage? Nay, mother, I was simply recalling a TikTok. Thou art a liar and a wench. Thou art grounded for a fortnight. I detest thee. Another annoying video format are the videos that kind of pit two features against each other, such as soft versus sharp features, clean girl versus messy girl, and straight brows versus arched brows. And for obvious reasons, the comment section are an absolute brawl, with both the straight and the arch size coming out swinging, including the OP who said, straight brows forever. Notice how all the it girls have arched brows with 30 replies. Y'all know arch is prettier with 35 replies. I was born with the arch with 28 replies. You've declared for the Arched King, haven't you? The Arched King is the one true king. Your family is as craven as well as traitor. He is a pretender, and your family will pay. Hey, dudes. My eyebrows don't actually look like this all the time. You guys just give me fucking anxiety. In fact, the account that these were posted to is probably the most superficial TikTok account I have ever seen. With such enthralling epic sagas such as the 6-part resting face saga. We've got episode 1, RBF Menace. Episode 2, Attack of the Seduction Faces. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sad Face. And don't get me started on the original trilogy. Episode 4, A Confused Hope. Episode 5, A Boring Strike Back. And Episode 6, The Return of the Serious. My personal favorite definitely has to be Episode 4, because that's the face I'm making because I totally thought we were talking about Star Wars here. I think my biggest problem with this account is that while it masquerades as an empowerment TikTok account, it kind of just feels like it's trying to instigate a fight half the time. For example, in one TikTok, they show the power of blonde hair by putting down brunette hair. But then in another TikTok, it's putting down blonde people by saying they can't wear the same things that brunette people can wear. Wow, look at her. Look at that blonde hair. And are you wearing brown? Ew, brother. But what if you have good features? What if you have the hair, the nose, the lips, the eyebrows that the TikTok hive mind just wants you to have?
Well, actually, you're still not attractive because you might not have facial harmony.
If you have good facial harmony, don't touch your face. Facial harmony means your features work really well aesthetically together. It means you can have features that are not seen as conventionally attractive or perfect, and it still works well together and you're still attractive. For example, you can have thinner lips, a weaker jaw, a bigger nose, a hooked nose, smaller eyes, and you can still be conventionally attractive because your features work well together. Opposite of that, someone could have a strong jaw, a button nose, big eyes, big lips, and they can still be unattractive if their features don't work well together.
I'm sorry, I couldn't pay attention at all. I was just trying to figure out what type of bender she was with all these fucking hand movements. Eyes. Lips. Jaw. Nose. Long ago, the four elements lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Nose Nation got a job.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the man?
Facial harmony is probably one of the dumbest things I've ever heard about. And while a lot of these creators are using it as a way to boost their confidence, despite what they think are their bad features, and let me give you a little fun fact, there are no such thing as bad features. The problem is, having a harmonious face is a completely subjective trait. And now so many people are just confused on whether they have a harmonious face or not. And what if I don't want facial harmony? What if I want facial disharmony? What if I want my nose, face, eyes, and jaw to be bickering about every little thing until they escalate into a full-blown facial conflict? Forget facial harmony. Embrace facial warfare.
My face used to look like a few years ago, but then I developed a 7-day system that targets smile lines and nasolabial folds through face fitness. Like many people, I used to have smile lines that made me look older and tired. When I worked as a cosmetic nurse, I thought that only fillers and plastic surgery can help. That's because alternative methods are not widely shared. I spent over 7 years practicing face fitness and in over 10,000 cases, I've created a perfect system that
I can't imagine a more miserable way to live than to be constantly worried about smiling. It is 2024, people. There are already so few reasons to smile. And now smiling itself is taken away as a reason to smile? No, can't do that, or else my frown lines will come in. This lady isn't even doing anything to her face. The before is a perfectly normal face with lighting being cast from the side. The after is the same perfectly normal face except with an industrial grade studio light shining at her head on. If this is what it takes to sell a program, maybe I have to start doing it. Welcome to my one-step process to get rid of all your lines and wrinkles on your face. Step 1. You see? No face, no wrinkles.
If you have smile lines, this is the only video you need to watch. This is Dipti. She's 39 and she thought that her nasolabial folds can only be solved by fillers or plastic surgery. During the assessment, I showed Dipti how tense her chewing muscles were. That's why skin above was like in support and got folded. I showed her how to do face fitness correctly, and for the next 7 days she was following my system. And now look at her results. If you want to learn this system, join my Smile Lines webinar.
Yeah, Look at her results. Before she was all smiling and happy, and after it just seems like you gua sha'd her hopes and dreams out of her soul. And I guess this is my point about these stupid beauty labels and standards. It was always just about creating new problems for people to worry about, and then selling them a cure for something that didn't need a cure in the first place for $40 a month. I'm willing to bet everybody who is insecure about smile lines was perfectly happy with them until people like Valeria, who is a registered nurse and whose only qualifications include a $30 online course from Harvard and having 2.4 million followers on Instagram, telling them that smile lines weren't attractive. But then again, I guess you really don't need too many qualifications to just tell people to change the angle of their lighting. And as if judging physical traits wasn't enough, TikTok is coming for your lifestyle as well. So this is the that girl trend, not to be confused with the it girl trend, which is just girls dressing up as the clown from It. And absolutely my fucking type. The definition of that girl has been the source of a lot of debate, a lot of controversy. I don't think anyone expected that. What a lot of people do agree on is that girls wake up early, exercise, drink lots of water, put on moisturizer, primer, cucumber, face mask, hair oil, skin oil, food oil, hand oil, and film cute videos of yourself making matcha every single day. Or else, because if you don't do it every single day and you miss one day for any reason, you're not a that girl, you are actually a this girl. And this girl is a stinky dirt rat girl. And while it's totally cool to be waking up early and getting shit done, I do feel like there should be limits to this.
Small habits you can do every day to become that girl. Obviously moisturizing your body every night, but to really take it a step further and see a difference, oiling your body. Trust me, you will see a difference literally in like 3 days. I mean, when you think of that girl, you don't think of scaly skin, you think of nice hydrated skin. Spend more time styling your hair. See what I mean? It just adds so much more it girl factor. Adding a lip scrub to your nightly routine clumps your lips so much. It's one I don't do all the time, but making your bed every single morning will make your day so much more productive.
I just saw an entire paycheck worth of product being used in one single morning. Every time I thought she was done, she pulled out a different product. Her poor skin cells probably haven't felt sunlight in over a decade. Please, when will we be able to touch the light again? Worry no longer. The prophets tell me that her paycheck was processed late, so no Sephora trip this week, guys. We may yet feel the touch of sunlight, my brothers. Oh, fuck, she got a credit card. And I guess that's the point I'm trying to make here. The current beauty aesthetic that TikTok worships is made specifically for people who either have a lot of money or a lot of debt. 6 a.m. Pilates classes are expensive. Skincare is expensive. Being able to dye your hair and afford classes that teach you how to remove lines that everyone else thinks are adorable is expensive. And the only reason why all of these beauty standards are made is because companies want to make you think that you have a problem, so you can go out and buy something to temporarily make yourself happy again. And people who fall for this cycle will never really be happy. Before it was thigh gap, then it was iPhone face, then it was facial harmony. Tomorrow it's gonna be pineapple waist. What the fuck is a pineapple waist, you ask me? Doesn't matter. There's now gonna be people going on TikTok, posting pictures of themselves and asking people whether or not they have a pineapple waist. There is always something new to be insecure about because it is all manufactured, and you will never be truly happy until you realize that there was nothing wrong with you in the first place. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Just remember that you are already that person, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.